Or a sharp focus. Boy, oh boy, have I had a relatively busy day, or kind of at least. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of time to talk about it. Let's see what are we actually doing today. Take on an order from Mountain Knot City. Oh, I am in Mountain Knot City. Would you look at that? Wowee. I've had an idea. Okay, I gotta do both of these. I'll do this because it's closer. Um, my idea is that I should realistically speak, when we're like journeying, because that shouldn't be too difficult for me. Because I realize that sometimes I go kind of AFK at the start when I'm not doing anything and I'm just fucking talking, and then when I'm actually delivering stuff, which isn't exactly much more than you know not doing anything. I don't have a bike. Do I want a bike? But no, if I just fucking if I just deliver and talk at the same time, then it'll be better, and I won't run out of things to say. But no, I went to the cinema again today. No, I've been quite a few times recently. I didn't really like. I mean, I'm always up for going to the cinema. I just like the experience. We didn't watch a movie I was super fascinated in. I just kind of went. Well, my mum wanted to watch it, so what the fuck is going on? That's what we were doing.
You read me?
I am technically reading you, yes, because there's subtitles.
Calling you via a Bridges dedicated line. I've been
Dedicated wham in the Minecraft server.
and provide you with support. We're whole again. One.
Man, all of my fucking like memes and humor
We still speak.
is like so dated now. I never like aged out that shit.
Speed.
You back with Bridges then?
It's not about that. Never was. It's about what she wants. What we want. And why shouldn't we help you? You helped us. We're all connected now.
I don't really like the implication. That sounds very symbiotic of you. Keep on keeping on. I don't exactly know where this place is. It is up a hill. But we can probably go... Oh, is there water? Potentially. I don't know if that's water or not. But no, we watched Freakier Friday. Honestly, it wasn't anything special. I don't know if anyone was expecting it to be. But it started off pretty slow and pretty mid, but it was obviously trying to build up like the stakes and the exposition. But like it like halfway through, and then the ending would like they're okay. Different. I mean, different people like different things, you know. Well, it was normally not the type of thing I would watch. I don't really like kind of the hints of romance that it had. I don't really like any romance at all, really. The comedy was very, you know, it's a fucking like it's a PG Disney film, so it's you know, you get, you know, it does what it says on the tin. This was not as far as I thought it was going to be. That was nice. But no, it started off really woke, honestly, and I'm not throwing that word around willy nilly. There were so many jokes that were like, damn, you know, for example, there was one where. Like, I'll give you a bit of context. These two, like, teenagers don't get on, but they're, like, step-siblings now or some shit. Not that type of step-sibling. And then the parents are like, oh, yeah, you should, like, braid each other's hair, but in, like, a non-cultural appropriating way. And, like, it just, the joke just didn't land for me. Because it was, like, sincere, you know? It was, like, being serious. It wasn't even, like, it wasn't, like, some sort of, like, sarcasm thing. There were a lot of jokes like that, and like stupid like phrases about like, oh, you know, being in your safe space and stuff. If it was done ironically, like they do in like South Park or something, it'd be good. But obviously, it's not. It's a fucking PG family-friendly Disney film. So I thought the whole film was gonna be like that, and I was gonna be like, oh fuck me. But it wasn't that long, and then it ended up being pretty generic, but not bad, I guess. It was alright. Like I said, not my cup of tea. But after that, I've been on RPG Maker again. That really just started off as like a random just thing. I've dabbled in it a bit, like I said. I mean, I only found out that Amori was an RPG Maker game, which I didn't realize because I wasn't familiar with you know, its shit before then. But no, like obviously Fear and Hunger I knew. But like because I like those type of games, I was like, oh, you know, I'll dabble in it. So I just got on a whim. And like, I don't want to say it's like educational. It's not intrinsically educational, but I've learned so much shit from it. And it's been really fun. It's really addictive, at least for me, to just fuck around and like create shit and let your imagination run wild. Your canteen has been up to level 2. Produces more energy and therefore, okay. I mean, it's useful. I never really had any issues with the canteen though. I rarely use it because I'm always on my bike. I mean, I guess that's valid. But no, yeah, yesterday I started kind of making a game. I was mainly just learning everything, or just a few things, because there's like a rabbit hole, but there's some shit you can do. It's pretty user friendly, but probably actually listen to this. Isn't that neat? Well, isn't it like his memories of me like all gone then? Our bond's been reset. Like some ReZero type shit. And I haven't watched or read ReZero in so long. It was always a bitch to read based off memory. Because it wasn't just like a single... Oh, well, at least when I was looking at it. It wasn't a single manga. Oh, fuck it, I'll do that. Why not? Like, all the chapters were all over the place, and they were in these little fucking short stories, so it was a bit annoying to do anything with. And I watched, I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I watched season 1 of the anime, and I watched season 2 part 1. But this was back in the day when, like, a stupid little naive, ignorant, dumbass little boy, I need to technically go back to Mountain Knot, don't I? I used to watch it on Crunchyroll, and it was about that time where they just went hard on the premium. I don't think you could even watch anything whatsoever for free. They just locked everything behind a paywall. So then I couldn't watch season 2 part 2. And then eventually, I like decided to watch it. But by then, I just completely forgot the plot. And the plot is like the only thing to care about in that show. Well, maybe that's a hot take, but there was not really anything else going for it. You're not really watching it for like any fights. At least, not at that point. I don't know if it changed in the future, I couldn't tell you. But you would watch it solely for the story, and if I didn't know what was going on, there wasn't much point. But I have fond memories of it. But I just never got back into it. I don't know how much more content they've added, if any. Who fucking knows, man? But no, I had a story in my mind because I've always liked writing stories and stuff, and kind of just thinking about shit. So I was kind of trying to implement a story that I wrote into the game, and it was going well. But I don't know. I just wasn't. I eventually just wasn't super happy with it. I only did it for like a few. I say a few, probably like 5-6 hours. It was mainly just like a tutorial for myself, learning all the software. And then today I kind of just started from scratch, with a different story premise in mind, and trying to just, you know, use different techniques and shit that I learned. So my current, I know no one gives a shit, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, because fuck you. So the current premise of the game is I'm gonna try and make it like fucking Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. At least like the premise, but it's based in Arthurian legend. So instead of Starkiller, you're going to play as Mordred, and the idea was that you'd basically systematically kill all of the Knights of the Round Table, the same way Starkiller would kind of kill off, like, you know, the Jedi in the first game or something, or just any of the notable Star Wars, like, you know, good guys and bad guys. Alright, so we have to deal with BTs without a BB. That's easy enough, I guess. Famous last words. Wait, is my... Oh, wait, never mind, I'm lying to you. I assumed my scanner would work. I don't think my scanner works with the BB. I thought the BB, just made me see them. I thought the scanner worked independently, but evidently not. I thought that would still work. I just wouldn't be able to see them, but I'd still be able to scan them. Shit. Okay, so this is actually harder than I thought. The best thing to do would probably be to go slow. Where the fuck am I even going? Over here. I'm trying to, like, go a way that I am guessing is safe around the outskirts. But, obviously the issue I was encountering with Arthurian Legend is that there's a lot of different interpretations and versions. But there's versions where the sword in the stone isn't Excalibur, it's Caliburn. And there's versions where the sword in the stone is Excalibur, and even that little discrepancy causes, when it comes to a game, has quite a big change and effect on the plot. But I'm kind of gonna have like it's gonna be like an alternate universe, I think, because obviously in most iterations, Mordred joins the Knights of the Round Table and is actually an ally to all of them for quite some time, and it's only near the end when Mordred actually confronts Arthur and they end up fighting. Where the fuck am I going? Where the fuck am I going? Seriously. I'm scanning over there, but I'm not seeing... Oh, it's down there. Fair enough. But no, that you wouldn't be able to... It would be a pretty boring game. It wouldn't make a lot of sense because Mordred... At least in the stories I'm familiar with, all the popular ones, you know, like Le Morte d'Arthur and all that lot. There's, like, Mordred doesn't really have any beef with the other Knights of the Round Table. You know, they have the little fight at the end, and or like you have the little war, and then it's just kind of Arthur and Mordred, and they just kill each other. So they're technically speaking, I mean, you could do it. You could definitely do a game like that, where Arthur's the final boss, and then you just fight a bunch of like different ones, but like not the Knights of the Round Table, but just different adversaries of the Round Table. I could do it like that, but I feel like a lot of the adversaries wouldn't be that well known. I mean, I'm a fucking nerd when it comes to like mythology and shit, but I want to make it so a lot of people can follow. And, you know, I would assume a decent amount of people know some of the Knights of the Round Table, whether it's, you know, like Lancelot or Galahad, or, you know, more of like the popular ones. Maybe Gawain, as opposed to one like Gareth or like Bedivere or something like that, which maybe, like, you know, be less known. But Lancelot should be pretty well known. I don't know how many people know about Mordred, but, you know, the game's there to explain this shit. But the way I was going to do it is so it was going to be like an alternate universe where things basically progress faster and differently. So instead of Morgan kind of lying or manipulating Mordred into joining the Knights of the Round Table, she was just immediately from birth going to like have Mordred as just the anti-Arthur. So he was just going to be trained from day one for his sole purpose to just destroy the Knights, and then to allow Morgan to ascend and become like High Queen or whatever. You can tell some of my Arthurian legend is getting mixed in with fucking Fate lore. But Fate lore was a huge inspiration. I've always liked Arthurian Legend, but like all the, like the FGO stuff, not just FGO, but, you know, all like Saber and Artoria and all that. They have like really cool names is the main thing, you know. Morgan's Noble Phantasm being called Roadless Camelot, which it just sounds fucking cool, you know. It's just cool, and then obviously Mordred being Clown Blood Arthur. So I wanted to kind of take that kind of naming and implement it into the game. I wanted to make it unique, but Fate just beats me, you know. I don't really want to copy them, but I may have to just copy the names or come up with something close. But so no, I was just gonna have it so from the start, like Mordred's got a very clear goal. You know, Morgan has instructed them to kill off all the knights. I don't know if I'd have to do some power ranking stuff as well, because obviously all the knights wouldn't be made equal. You'd have to start off with like the weak ones and then getting progressively stronger. I'd have to read up on a bunch of side stories in Arthurian Legend, but the assumption would be the less well known they are, the less popular they are, the weaker they are. Because obviously the more popular you are, it's probably because you've had lots of feats and stuff, you know. So we may start with just eradicating some of the weaker ones. And then the idea was that you would kind of steal their weapons and armor to become stronger. And not just that, but like kind of just... because in Arthurian Legend, there's tons of really cool like armaments and shit. Obviously you've got like... not really Caliburn. Caliburn was rather basic. Well, some interpretations was it was just a basic sword, and because it broke immediately in the very first war that Arthur fought. But it's going to have like Caliburn, Clarent, Excalibur, Rongo Miniad, and you know all that lot. Fucking Galatine, Durandal. Well, not all of them are specifically to Arthurian legend, but kind of the same kind of era of mythology. I was going to have shit like that. I was going to make up my own ones as well. I wanted a secret boss, which was Albion the Last Dragon. And then you can, like, kill him. And then, like, I don't know, fashion his corpse into a weapon or something. Or, like, armor. Thought that would be cool. And there's going to be, like, a bunch of fairies and shit. I mean, like I said, it's taking a lot of inspiration from Lost Battle 6 Avalon Lefay from FGO. But, because a lot of the fairies make sense when you have fairies like Oberon, which, like, isn't Arthurian legend, but it kind of makes sense because he's a fairy and he's from the story of Midsummer Night's Dream, which was made by Shakespeare, who's British, and it was played in played in Britain even. So I think there's I could do it, but I feel like that's also copying way too much, you know? I think one way I could do it is I could have Oberon, but then I'd have to also have other fairies of like a similar kind. Because I really, like, I take heavy inspiration from it because I fucking love that shit, but I really want to make it my own and not, like, copy anything at the same time. Right, back to Mountain Knot we go. What's this? Exposure to time for gradually... I don't know all this lot. Is this really the best way for me to be going? Well, it's the way I originally went, so fuck it. But, no, when it comes to, like, game making, I obviously have no fucking experience, so I can just kind of... I have to tell you just my personal opinions and experiences, but I find that you need a pretty conclusive story off the bat before you can really start making stuff. I mean, I'm sure you could do it different ways. You could probably make a game and then do the story. Like, if you had a really cool gameplay loop or cool just ideas, you could put them down and then make the story to fit that. But I'm doing it the opposite way around, so I was very much about making... I haven't got the full story in my head, but, you know, as I've said, I've got a general... I have a start, I have an end, and I kind of know what's in the middle, but I can fill it up more. The start and the end are the most important things. If anything, maybe the ending is more important than the start, I think some people say. Or maybe most people say, I don't fucking know. But, now that I have my start and my end, I know how I'm getting to A to B, and I know how to, like, put the gameplay into that. So the start's going to be a tutorial, but you're actually going to start off playing as Arthur, which is going to be a bit of a... It's not like a twist or anything, but it'll start with Arthur taking Caliburn out of the stone, and then I didn't know if I would do a scene where you fight a bunch of ads and then Caliburn breaks, and then you go off to like the lake outside of Avalon to see the Lady of the Lake and then get Excalibur. The way I've done it so far, there's like an intro cutscene where you get Caliburn, and then it immediately kind of does like a tiny little time skip where you go to the Lady of the Lake, and she was going to kind of be a tutorial boss, or just a tutorial in general. And you would be fighting with a broken Caliburn, which you know, the game doesn't explain it, but you can use your own logic to be like, oh, okay, so we drew Caliburn and it was fine, and now we're here and it's broken, so obviously something's happened to make it break in that time. I don't know if I'm happy with that. I may change it, but you'd be fighting with a broken Caliburn, and you'd kind of learn the basics of the game, and then once you get a certain amount, the Lady of the Lake would give you Excalibur, and then you'd learn about different abilities you can use with it. But she should still kind of like shit on you, and then eventually you'd be at like 1 health, and then it'll teach you kind of about healing and other stuff. And the way it does it is she gives you Avalon, which is the scabbard of Excalibur. And whoever has the scabbard, Avalon, it basically it makes you near immortal. It gives you like really big like Deadpool regeneration abilities. I was gonna have it as like I didn't know if I should have it as a passive ability where you just passively heal. I'll rest because I need my bike up. I need my battery back. Not really playing. I'm just chatting about shit. But I thought if I had it as a passive, I could either have it... I want to make it balanced. I don't want it to be OP. So if I do it as it just heals you passively, but not like a ton, just a little bit, then you know you're acknowledging it in the Arthurian legend. The issue is in the Arthurian legend it would kind of be OP, because as long as you have Avalon, you're basically immortal. So the other way I was going to do it is you basically have to select it as an ability, and it uses your turn, and it just heals you for a decent amount. So the idea was that as long as you keep using it, you're technically immortal, but the second you choose offense instead of defense, that's when you can die. So you can still die, but I think it's a way of being like, oh, well, you know, I have Avalon, I shouldn't die, but then I can be like, yeah, well, you didn't use the ability, so that's why you died. I need to, you know, it's a big part for me to incorporate, to be kind of loyal to the story of Arthurian Legend, but also making it fun. But like I said, you only play as Arthur for tutorial, and then it swaps to Mordred. So that's how you do for tutorial, and that's how you get a taste for power. And then you kind of become a bit shitter. I mean, I don't like it when games start you overpowered and then you lose everything. So you're not going to start super powerful. Like, not like super complex. You just have a powerful Excalibur sword that has like a single, one or two flashy abilities that just have big numbers on them. But it's not going to be that complex, you know. So it's not going to feel like a super big loss when you then play as Mordred instead of Arthur. But by the time you get to the final boss, which will be Arthur, he's going to be fucking stacked out of his mind. I think I want to have him as like a really difficult boss. I think I want different endings though as well. Because the default ending of Arthurian Legend is where they both die. They both kill each other. So I didn't know if I should have that as either a standard ending or a bad ending. What am I doing? Did I not? Okay, sorry. I'm too busy fucking speaking and apparently not. I thought I picked up a mission, but evidently I didn't. No, I did. It says deliver the antibiotics that I have. Oh, it's on my side. I just didn't notice them. It's not a big package at all. I thought my back looked empty, so I was like, did I not pick up the package? Did I not do the thing? And where am I? I'm delivering them to Mountaineer, right? 100% definitely. I was not paying attention, so... Yeah, I am. Sorry, I am incapable of doing two things at the same time. But no, I'm really, really fucking passionate about it, bro. It's been fun. Like, it's not like a chore for me, you know? I mean, like, if you were to, like, create anything else or do anything else, I feel like it'd be very chore-like, or you just wouldn't enjoy it, but I really am. I mean, I'm obviously shit at it. I'm not good at writing or creating, and I'm not good at, you know, making games. I have no experience. But I'm gonna try and just make it as a love child to myself, you know? And I have some friends that may be interested in it. So, I thought it would just be I just thought it'd be cool. I don't plan on selling it. If I complete it and I'm happy with it, maybe I'll publish it. I don't think it would ever be that good. But, like, maybe in many moons, if I ever make something that's mildly playable, I'll publish it, but it'll be for free. Whatever I make will not be deserving of money. But I'm so fucking hyped for it, man. I just want to, like, learn more. And every day I'm, like, learning new shit. But then, like, the more I learn, the more I want to scrap stuff and, like, do it again, but better. Which I guess is good. But you kind of keep going back to square one without actually, like, you know, really, like, progressing. But I'm just classifying it as a hobby, and it's fun. So that's all that really matters. One thing I was not really having issues with, but I was contemplating today, is obviously RPG Maker has a decent, a useful, a respectable amount of assets that you can use. But sometimes it's just not assets for what I personally want, or I just want more. And there's tons of assets you can buy online on like itch.io, and there's quite a lot for free as well that I've been dabbling in, because I don't really want to commit money to something that I don't know if I'm going to complete, or I don't know if I'm going to use them or like them, you know? Because there's no point in me buying, like, I don't know, spending £15 on a really big block of, like, weapon assets that I can use in my game, and then I end up not using them, or I swap stuff, you know? So I was dabbling with some free assets. I know I've learned how to, like, incorporate them into the game and use them and all that lot. But the one issue I was having largely is that there's different art styles. Different, you know, artists have different art styles, obviously. And when you get an amalgamation of different assets from different people, even from the same people sometimes, the art just clashes, and you can tell that they're kind of you've just copied and pasted tons of assets around the place. It breaks the immersion, you know. So I was really struggling with how can I have it so I have tons of unique assets that I can use, but they all have a different art style. Sorry, they all have the same art style. They're all seamless, and I've come up with two solutions. The first solution is you'd have to find a single guy, or a single artist, or a single art style, so it could be multiple artists, I suppose, and then just get their assets. I mean, normally there's a few people that do a fuck ton of assets, and I'm assuming they're all in the same art. But like I said, they do have to. It costs a decent amount. It's nothing outrageous. The most expensive I've seen is like £20 or something. I'm sure they get more expensive than that, but honestly, it's not that dear. But it's a big money commitment to just constantly be buying asset after asset, and you don't know if you're gonna really use them or not, you know. So maybe I'll get back to that or not. I don't really want to be spending money on just a fun hobby. I say that, but I've already bought RPG Maker. But I guess that, you know, I don't want to be investing too much more into it. At least not right now. So the other thing I can do is, if I was paying attention to this, maybe I should listen more. But the second option is to make them myself, which I'm very daunted by, but at the same time I'm almost comforted by, because it's pixel art, you know, it's like 8-bit shit, which I feel like virtually anyone can do. I just think it's a bit easier. Right, that's urgent, and it's fragile. Oh well. But like, I think it's hard to create pixel art, but I think it's easy to replicate, if that makes sense. Like, if you, for example, if you told me, I mean, I could probably do basic stuff. Like, I reckon I could make varied swords, because you just kind of do something like Terraria, you know? Think about some of the weapons in Terraria, and how, you know, they're pixel art, and how you could replicate them. I think you could do general things like that. But if you told me to, like, make a person, or like a sprite or a boss in pixel art, I don't think I could, because I can't envision it, and I think that's where the talent comes from artists and stuff, to be able to envision it. But this isn't a nice term to use, but I could copy it, or not copy it, but I could change it. If I had a standard template of something, I could, you know, work with that. I could make it my own, so I definitely wouldn't, like, steal anything. But that's what I think I could manage that, because I've done shit like that in the past. But it would take a long... Maybe not. I would have to kind of either create my own art style or replicate an art style or something, but I want it to blend in with everything else, and 90% of it is the standard RPG Maker stuff, so I'd have to blend it in with that. But there's a lot of different swords, and just the weapons is the most important part, really. So I think maybe I'd have to just create the weapons, because there'll be a decent handful. There'll be at least like 10, you know, from each boss that you kill and claim them, and then they all have their unique moveset and shit. So I'd have to do those. But making 10 little assets shouldn't be too hard. It's when you have to make fucking like dozens, if not hundreds of assets, that it would become a bit of a bitch. Do I really need any of this? It's giving me a shitload of stuff, which is concerning me, in all honesty. And I have nothing on me. I lost it all when I don't want the floating carry. I don't really give a shit about that. Hang on, why is this not... There we go, camera back. I don't care about the floating carrier, that can fuck off, but... I lost my other Chiral. I didn't really lose my Chiral boots. I had a second pair. They're just in a private locker, fucking somewhere. It's fragile, and that kind of concerns me. But we shall see. Man, an hour time limit is fucking nothing. Although, this is probably the most treacherous... This is the most treacherous terrain that we've encountered, so... There's a lot of scary stuff that can go on, and it is fragile cargo, so... The stakes are not against... they're definitely against us, and there's probably BTs I can't detect. But whatever. Also, my battery's not doing that well. Dude, there's a big difference between Fragile and, like, the other thing, the antimatter bomb I delivered the other day. The antimatter bomb would fucking get damaged even if you, like, encountered a tiny little bump. I think Fragile's more sturdy than that. I think Fragile, I'm assuming, it is more like, oh, if you actually have a pretty bad, or you have a notable collision, that thing is just fucking gone, give or take. That is a really convenient generator. Thanks, Phobia. I swear. Oh, yeah, well, it's not a terrible trek. But, yeah, no, but like, making games... I don't really want to say making games, because that's giving me way too much credit. But kind of getting into that mindset really does change your perspective of games, you know? You almost lose some of the magic, I suppose. A big thing for me is, like, I don't know, things you interact with, and, like, doors and shit. When you kind of go into game development, you see doors more as like just a teleport or some shit, you know? How you like set up the code so then when you interact with a door, it basically is just teleporting you from like one map to another. I do not trust my current positioning. That'll do. But another thing, I don't know if this is for all games. It probably isn't. Maybe this is just a me thing. I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong, or it's just how RPG Maker does it. But, like, transparency. So, you know, depending on events, you can either make something visible or not visible. And I don't, like this, like I said, this could just be me being dumb. But there's a lot of things where when you'd interact with them in a game, you would assume they despawned, or you would assume they would move. But in RPG Maker, at least the way I've been doing things, that's not necessarily the case. You're just making them invisible, but they're still technically there. So a good example is in the very first, you know, the intro kind of cutscene where Arthur pulls out the sword. When he pulls out the sword, when he interacts with it, it doesn't like despawn the sword or move the sword. That was almost bad. It just makes the sword transparent. So it's still technically there, but you just can't see it because it's become invisible because you've interacted with it. So now it's meant to mimic the fact that you've pulled it out and it's no longer in the stone and it's like in your inventory. But it's still technically there, you know? So stuff like that kind of opened my eyes a bit with like games and shit that I play. But I don't know if that's always the case. That may just, you know, that may not be like a universal like thing that you can apply to things. Yep, that was English. I was gonna say something like universally applicably. Is that a term I can use? I don't fucking know. But it was it's something. Yeah, I had a feeling I needed to be higher. Can we get much higher? Fucking, how long have I been streaming for? I can't really see. Hang on, let me no, I can't see. I think it's either 28 or 30. I think it may be 38 minutes already. Mental. I haven't really been... I mean, we've been technically playing the games. But other than what I normally do, I just stand still and talk because I can't do two things at once. Yeah, no wonder this guy so many likes on his bridge. I'm back.
Access the delivery terminal.
Yep, I know how this shit works by now, my guy. No need to, no need to tell me. No, I don't know if my stuff has been entertaining. If you don't give a shit about fucking anything, then it probably isn't. Is my shit entertaining, like, anyway? Not really. One thing I will say is that I think I've said this before, to be fair, but, I think, the earlier I stream, the better quality they are. These late streams, I get pretty tired. I mean, for instance, it's, basically midnight now, so you know you kind of get tired and worn down, and you can't really stream that long. I mean, you can, but I choose not to stream that long because you just chunk into your sleep and stuff. You know, it's a me issue, it's a me problem, but I just don't really have that much time during the day. You know, like streaming something you can kind of do anytime, but there's a lot of things in life that you can only do at like a certain time. I mean, like tomorrow I'm working a late shift, But like, it's early enough to the point where I can't do anything beforehand, but it's late enough to the point where I can't do anything after, besides some stream, you know? I can't stream beforehand, because it'll take too long, and I need to get to work, but I can stream after. But I'll be knackered. Yeah, I'm just doing so many fucking weird shifts at the moment, bro, and it's really kind of causing issues. But when I stream in the day, I've got more energy and I'm more like vibrant and shit, you know. I don't really know. Maybe it's just like a me thing. You're always more like critical of your own shit. But like I said, there's not really too much I can do about it. Well, I am trying to change job. Once I change job and have more like hopeful, like more like schedule and normality, we'll see. I think I'll be working more hours, but I think it will be at like the same time, like every single, or like on set days, so I know which days I have off, and I can actually plan stuff for once. At the moment my rota is just like it tells you like 2 weeks in advance. So anything after that, you have no fucking idea, and they kind of just dump it on you, just randomly. You know, you're not allowed to just request whenever you want. You know, in my last place, even in my last place, you couldn't really. Like if you were needed to do an earlier shift, you were going to do an early shift, or something. They kind of put me in whatever, but they largely tried to put me in later shifts. And on specific days to an extent. It still wasn't that good. But my current place is literally any time on any day, and it's fucking all over the place. Not very good. It's bad for my sleep. It's, you know, it's just bad for everything. You can just never plan anything. You never have any fucking time. And I always work weekends. I very rarely have a week. I haven't had a weekend off in oh shit. Oh well, this is bad. I tried to turn, but someone put a rock there. I don't know if there's an easier way to I don't know if there's a way to escape that more easy. You know, like if you turn around, if I like lose their grip, I kind of just do the same thing every single time, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know if I'm going to get this job or not, honestly. The job market, I don't know if I need to tell anyone this, but I'm learning at my young, naive age that the job market is a cruel mistress. I wrongly assumed that just because I got really good grades and went to university and stuff, that I would be like the cream of the crop, and I'd be like, who's saying over here? Is that just a random fucking, I don't even know what that was. Health foods. Is that something I ran over? That better not be something that was on my back. Thank fuck. I don't even know how it would get destroyed, but, you know. Got let's talk about it now. Just work and shit, not the best topic. Tomorrow I may have a fucking doozy of a shift. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, I'm assuming the rota's fucked. But basically, obviously I'm doing a later shift, and when I go in, when I come in, both the manager and the previous employee leave, and I am the only one there. There's no, obviously, you need, normally you have a manager and an employee. What, did I go the wrong way? No, kind of, not really. You always need a member of management, but not only do you need a member of management, you need at least 2 people. You're not allowed to do shit by yourself. But according to the rota tomorrow, I'm not meant to be manager, and there is no manager, and there is no other employee, so I am just a lowly little peasant by myself. So either someone's fucked up the rota, or someone's just fucked up shit in general, or it's the rota itself, like, being fucky-wucky. There may be someone in, but I'm not sure. I don't actually mind being by myself, weirdly enough, because I can kind of fuck around. I don't know what the protocol is, because obviously I'm not meant to do it. I'm pretty sure it's illegal, or it's against company policy to do it by myself, so they may tell me to close or to fuck off. Maybe they'll just tell me to do it. I mean, it'll be busy and it'll be stressful to do everything by myself, kind of, but I can do everything by myself, and I'll probably be more productive that way, honestly. But I also don't give a fuck, like, at all, because it's not my fault, so there's no pressure on me. I could legit just sit on till serving customers. I mean, technically, I could just not even do that. But I could just fucking play on my phone and have a break whenever I want and shit, you know? Like, if I really wanted to, as an example. So it's not like I care that much. But it'll be interesting. It's really just a flip of a coin on whether the rotor is fucked and there is going to be someone there or not. But yeah, that's my life for you. Fun little story. Good. I'm good. I almost got glad I almost got 3 stars. I was just about to say I basically just saved your fucking wife's life or some shit. Is she a pregnant wife? I don't know. It said, but I wasn't listening. I was talking about Malfoy Legend. Well, I'm gonna eat a fucking, what's this? A double cream Oreo. I say that I've already I had 90% of everything before stream, and I'm a fat bastard. Nom nom nom. It's looking relatively complete, I suppose. A fucking mugshot though. Bridges boots level 3. Power gloves? Is that just like a, does that just improve melee? And maybe throwing distance and shit? I like knock out people in one punch, fucking Saitama style.
Okay, I'll activate.
Don't mind my noise trying to get another Oreo. I've only got like 2 left.
This device, I can examine her as if I were actually there. The manipulators on the terminal perfectly reflect my movements here.
I am going to strangle her remotely.
Provide a custom-made vaccine. It's just a shame my better half hasn't had a chance to build any more of these things. You're looking at the only ones we have. Don't worry though.
Imagine if she was like an anti-vaxxer.
We're sure your child is safely delivered. Thank you. This is incredible. You should thank him. The network he's helping to build is going to change the face of medicine forever.
Boop boop boop.
All right. Let's have a look at you. You've brought us the next best thing to a live-in, Dr. Sam. Thank you so much.
Sure thing.
Nicely done.
Man, I'm getting so much positive affirmations. It's like a fucking ASMR video.
Of course, Sam. Heads up, Sam.
Watch out.
Word for you from a certain mountaineer.
Certain mountaineer.
To a region not yet covered.
Am I Minanova's mountaineer?
Suffice it to say, this is a chance to change.
Probably.
Look into it as soon as you can. Good work.
From the mountaineer. It's just this one, is it not? It is. It literally fucking says he's the mountaineer. What am I on about? No, wait, what am I doing? I want to look at the, hour gloves. Spikes, improve grip. Oh, okay.
They provide a major boost to
Long battery, climbing up. Oh, that makes so much sense. You'll also be able to climb ropes and ladders more quickly, pick up cargo more easily, and punch your frame more effectively. Function still drain your battery. Interesting. It kind of constantly draining batteries, not the best, but I think I want them.
right?
Not only does it do everything I said, it does more, which I really like appreciate. Because they could have just had it as an item,
Okay?
like,
That's not what they're for.
no, I'm getting them to punch people. But like, you know, they could have been like, okay, we want to increase your melee damage or whatever efficiency, so we'll put some gloves, and it could have just been that. But like, because of how like a Kojima game works, this is time for me to fucking like bootlick a bit. Because of how it works, it's all about like detail and stuff, and it's not about cutting corners. You know, it's not just, okay, he's got these power gloves so you can punch more, but it's like, well, that may be the intended purpose, for example, but, you know, obviously it's your overall grip strength that it improves, so you can, you know, grip stuff more, but that means you can climb easier. You know, it's like a domino effect, where it's like, well, you have this one ability, but it kind of, it goes in all these different directions, and it's like, oh, you know, you can pick up stuff more easily, etc. I just like it. It's cool. These are the first gloves we've technically got equipped. They look pretty cool. They look like Wolverine if he had dwarfism. Which is technically already a Wolverine. He was in Deadpool... One of the Deadpools. Oh no, he was in Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the one. I've got like little chode claws. So hard to believe that this game is like 5 years old. Like 5 years is like such a fucking long time, but like not at the same time. Like it really is. Like there's so much fucking good stuff and extremely bad stuff that can happen in 5 years. But then looking back on it, it's like damn, you know? Like, I literally remember when this game came out. It does not feel that long ago. There was another thing I saw the other day, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, time is just going so quick. There really is a thing, like that goes with age. I'm sounding like a fucking uncle, but... When I was in primary school and high school, every day was just so fucking slow. You know? It really was. I don't even think a lot's changed since then. You know, back in high school, all I did is, you know, I obviously went to school, and when I got home, I would just play video games, and now all I do is I go to work and play video games. But it's weird because I hate my work substantially more than I hated going to school. I actually enjoyed going to school. And yet, like, and it almost feels like whilst I'm at work, it goes exceptionally slow, but then suddenly when you finish work, everything else is just a fucking blur. It's just weird. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some sciencey shit behind it with like brain development and stuff. But yeah, time simultaneously goes so slow but also very quick at the same time. We're tackling some bizarre topics today, aren't we? We always do. I say we, I mean me. Talking to my fucking self. Incessantly, straight for 2 hours. Which is, I don't know, it's a skill some people seem to want. When I'm looking on all sorts of content creation things, people are like, I'm always not talking to myself. I play in silence. Which is valid, you know. I mean, you have to have a fucking screw loose, really, to speak to yourself so long. I'm a natural at it, because I fucking do it all the time anyway, because I haven't got any... What the fuck is that? Because I haven't got any friends, but there's a fucking... I don't even know what that is. It's like if an ATST and a Xenomorph somehow had intercourse. It appears to be stuck. Or it's, I mean, it's a hologram, so it's probably not meant to be like moving anyway. Hello? Goodbye? Fucking weird shit, bro. Also, the copyright, I've said this a few times as well, the copyright in this game, well, not like the game, but this is just YouTube. So fucking inconsistent. There's been so many segments in my streams where songs such as this one have just been playing virtually uninterrupted. And no one bats a fucking eye. But then there's sometimes where a song's playing and I'm screaming my fucking lungs out, like, on top of it. So you can barely hear it. And they fucking nuke the whole entire stream. It's just because it's all AI. And when it's an AI doing it instead of a person doing it, it's just completely fucking random. It really is. Everything's just a fucking flip of a coin. And it doesn't like bother me or anything. I guess it kind of does. It pisses me off when they delete my shit, but you know, whether I like get banned or whatever, I don't care. Maybe I'd care more if I'd make money off of it. I don't know. I always said I don't give a shit about the money, but like if it was my job, you know, trying to put myself into someone else's like shoes here. But you know, if it was like my job and I desperately need the money, it'd be fucking furious, I suppose. But keep rolling. Not even 1 star. You said you've never seen a delivery in such good shape, and you don't even give me 1 fucking star. I'm now a skilled courier. Keep at the pace as you race to the edge of our world and back again. Oh, I love edging the world.
Hey, I have a favor to ask.
Oh, what is your favour, pray tell?
My father's
I was just going to say, you think you could find my father?
kind of a long story, but he used to conduct field research in the area.
He went for milk
Father believed that
27 years ago.
Death Stranding was hidden here, somewhere in the
This is just fucking like Easter egg where it's just a milk store just filled with lost dads. In the fucking, in a, like, I don't know, in Mount Doom or some shit.
Not long ago, I found something amazing. I was sure it was what my father had been looking for.
I need to adjust my gaming position because I am losing blood flow.
What I needed was an
I'm losing all sensation in my left thigh.
what I found and tell me what it meant. So, I grabbed my father's camera and set up
Man, I swear I've like unironically given myself scoliosis. I have such fucking terrible posture, bro.
on the way back. I spotted a group
I
of
always just sit like Al from Death Note. I say all the time.
dropped everything.
I'm always just in weird positions in general.
They never saw me, but
It's weird because they kind of feel natural, but then like
I realized the camera
once you start like sitting like that for too long,
I've been trying
suddenly your bones just kind of give up.
for it ever since.
And it's, like I said, it's completely fucked my posture.
First at the cargo
A good thing I don't get out much.
and
I look like a fucking cryptid, bro. People gonna take pictures of me, put it on a fucking like r/Wendigo. I don't even know if that's a thing. I just put that. I'm gonna search it up as r/. Surely that's a thing.
I give
Whether it's popular or not. Surely it'll just be under cryptids. No, but I'll search it up anyway. Wendigo.
everything to me.
There's Wendigoon. There is a Wendigo. It's not very popular though.
There's a terminal there you can use if you want to get started.
Oh, it's from an indie game, not from like an actual,
It's what I'd take if I were going.
like the actual cryptid. What the fuck is Wendigo? Wait, there's fucking porn. What is it? It's called Wendigo R34. Oh, yep, no, it's Wendigo porn. That's crazy. There's not even really like a normal one, but there's a porn one. That just says so much about the state of humanity. And it's kind of funny. Fuck me, that's a task and a half. Cargo recovery from terrorists. I used to have a gun, but then it's now in a private locker in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere. I'll have to craft another one. Am I even in your chiral network? Because if I'm not, I can't fabricate. Oh, you're giving me everything. Never mind, I love you. Fucking hell, armor plates, bolicans. Jesus Christ, lady, you're fucking minted. Is there like a... I just want like a carry-all, but I think I have to do it this way. I don't really need the bombs, in all honesty. I'm not like the type of person that ever like... Fuck me, I clicked the wrong thing like a retard. I'm not the type of person that uses utility shit like that. Like, I wouldn't use a smoke or flash, really, in this type of game. I would just use a grenade. You know, I'm all about killing things. Why, like, visually and audibly impair them when you can impair them by, you know, making them not live anymore? That's always been my policy. Same in Pokemon games. I think Pokemon games is the best way of explaining my ideology. There's somebody debuffing shit. I mean, I'm not like some fucking professional Pokemon master or anything. But you know, I beat enough games as a child. Not that it's difficult, but there's so many buffs and debuffs in those games, you know. And it's like, why would I waste a turn making my opponent weaker when I can make them even weaker because they're no longer fucking breathing, you know? Why would I debuff their attack and defense when I can basically just one-shot them with a different attack, or just deal a great deal of damage with that attack? I just always, on every single Pokemon, no matter what, I can't even think of a single instance where this wasn't the case. I would just have all of my abilities just as... Okay, we are closer than I anticipated. Is it really just here?
Did you find our missing
It
cargo?
is.
Huh. It looks like someone's carrying it around.
I'll have to kill them then. Did that scan me? No, I negated it. Just like a Clearwing Synchro Dragon. There does not seem... I can't really see any long grass. I think that's long grass to my left, but... too far away from anything. I know I can technically shoot them all up with a non-lethal thing right now, but I like doing it this way, okay? I actually like stealth in games. I'm not good at it. Did this guy spot me or something? What the fuck is this cunt doing? Did he see my bike? He is like so gonna turn around, surely. This is a huge gamble. A fucking massive gamble. Gamble that paid off. I don't believe you can pick up their bodies and move them, which is the only sad thing. It would be cool if you could. Like, if I could dump their bodies in, like, the long grass so they're not found. Would help, because if someone finds that body, they can wake them up and, like, untie them and shit. I don't know if there's a timer for this. I may be penalized for taking so long. Also, this is the camp I was at last time, where they had the collectible and they all fucking shot me up and it was a miracle I escaped. Is he, he's on to me. What items do I even have? Non-lethal... I have 2 non-lethal assault rifles. A riot shotgun. That's also non-lethal, obviously. Part of me really badly just wants to fucking shoot you. I don't know if there's a way... there's probably like a non-intended way of distracting them. Oh shit. I have to recover the rope, I see. No, I didn't... Oh, I'm a fucking retard. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to get down there. But I thought it meant recover, like, bring the rope up so then I can descend it. Not, like, dismantle it, because I'm fucking stupid. Honestly, this, being able to scan guys, actually, is quite useful. I don't know how this angle's gonna work. He's gonna see me, right? Thankfully, I can kind of phase through him. I didn't know how good his peripheral vision was. I didn't want him to alert everyone before then. Anything else I want here? There's like tons of blood bags and shit that I could, in theory, get. I don't believe there's I mean, there's enemies behind me. But in terms of, like, in front of me... there's basically just 2 guys, I think. Where'd I put my bike? Oh, over there. Water is bad. Let's get rid of this. Also, I had my power gloves as well, so I could have fucking beat some people's asses. So many blood bags. I already have quite a few on me, though. And there is some decent loot that I kind of wanted, but... would have just been a waste, I think. If it was a waste, it clearly wasn't useful, but, you know. Oh, here we go. Oh, god, my fucking back hurts again. I keep leaning like a retard. That's probably got something to do with my setup now I think about it. I need a bigger desk. Well, I largely need a bigger room. I should probably just have, like, my own streaming room as opposed to just having in my bedroom, but that's not something that is currently available. And at some point I wanna move some shit around in my room. Well, not really. I just wanna. I like displaying collectibles and stuff. I definitely will when I go to Japan in October, which isn't actually that long away. We fucking soared through August and all that lot. I mean, July went quick. I mean, we're almost in September. It's mental. When I go to Japan, I plan on buying a shitload of manga and probably Gunpla figures as well. We'll see. They should be relatively cheap. I have to take into consideration, obviously, money and, like, suitcase space and, like, weight and shit. But I am not over-exaggerating when I say I have literal 0 space for it. I don't have a single, like, space. The only way I could do it is if I replaced it with something else. Which I don't really feel like doing. Well, I may do. Some things you kind of grow out of, or just phase out of, you know. I phase out of a ton of shit, to be fair. I'm the type of person where, like, I discover something new, I hyperfixate on it for like a few months, and then like because I hyperfixated on it, I like get burnt out of it. I guess is for the lack of a better term,
He thought he could get
and then I just like don't interact with it ever again.
and we were right behind him. But
Or like sometimes I just sometimes things like come around again though, you know.
if you hadn't come along when you did,
It'll be like how
and all
the average person every now and again has a phase of Minecraft or Terraria.
we can't let that happen. The world needs to hear about this.
That's not really the average person, is it? I don't know. You probably get what I mean.
So, connect us up. We want to be a part of the
Like maybe a good example is like TCG. I've had like phases of well, I'm basically completely phased out of Pokemon. I dabbled in it every now and again. Sometimes I really hyperfixated on it. Other times I was kind of about it in my youth. But at the moment, with the community and just everything, I'm pretty dissuaded by it. I don't really care. But I've always been rotating between Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic. You know, I don't probably what like 6 months ago, maybe more, maybe less, when I was streaming some Duel Links. There's been times I always liked Yu-Gi-Oh and I've always liked Magic, but it's always largely been one or the other. Like I mean, I technically play both at the moment, you know. But at the moment, I'm very hyper fixated on Magic, which is kind of a 180 from where I was a few months back, or more closer to a year. It's a bit more than a few months. But I was really hyper fixated on Yu-Gi-Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of been falling off. I think that's largely the reason. And Magic's like kind of fell off, but like not. It's kind of in a shit spot, but not a shit spot. I think from a gameplay standpoint, like, Standard's abysmal with all the fucking Izzet shit and fucking VV, and there's no plans on changing that. But, like, the thing with Magic is that there's so many different game modes you can play, and you can kind of, you know, you can fuck around with that shit, so there's ways of mitigating it. But a lot of the sets have been a success. I mean, Ether Drift was a bit shit, but Tarkir slapped. Final Fantasy was a fucking major success. Edge of Eternities, I think, slaps as well, but I don't know how popular it is, but, and then we have Spider-Man, which everyone doesn't seem super hyped for, so it seems like it may flop, but I'm not sure. I think financially, it won't flop. It'll be nowhere near the success of, Final Fantasy. Not that I think, I know it won't be. I have not listened to a single thing of this, maybe I should. There's some really interesting lore in this game, and it deserves more attention. I was just on a tangent. Let me listen. Dolphins, bacteria, dinosaurs, Death Stranding. It's a mass extinction, eh? Oh, so yeah, the extinction event of the dinosaurs with the asteroids, and what, the Death Stranding is an extinction event? Oh, obviously it is, but... Oh, I see. So your theory is that this isn't the first, I'm guessing. Cool. I really need to pay more attention to this game, because we're gonna miss out if not.
Just before I called, it opened its eyes. It was looking all over, as if searching for someone. And then, our eyes met. For a moment, I think.
That's a bit gay.
I tell you, it was almost enough to make me want to keep the kid for myself. Anyway, I still need to run diagnostics and make adjustments as needed. However,
When you say adjustments, what exactly are you doing? It's not like a piece of,
think you can bring
like, hardware or anything.
once
There's no code, it's like, it's purely biological, is it not? Like, how are you tweaking it? Are you fucking giving it a cranial nerve exam, a fucking ASMR lobotomy?
your sight, that's all we should need.
Apparently my humour just involved adding ASMR to random words to make it funnier. I still have some shit on me. Oh god, all of these are pretty abysmal, let's be honest. Where do you even want me, pray tell? So I'm gonna recycle some shit that I don't need. The riot shotgun's kinda cool, but I'm not a big fan of shotguns. Don't need a bowler gun when I have an assault rifle. Don't need these. Don't need the armor. The armor plates I haven't even got fucking equipped, so definitely don't need those. Don't really need any of this shit. When do I ever use them, let's be honest? I think that adds a fair amount of shit, actually. Yeah. Not as much as I thought, but yeah. Where am I going? Because depending on where I'm going... make BB feel better by connecting up nearby facilities of your Cupid to increase chiral density. That makes a lot of sense. Is this... this place is presumably linked.
Sam,
Well, yeah, I know that's linked. Also, that guy seems like he's chatting to me, so what do you want?
received a mail from our mountaineer friend.
Did I?
Seems he's got an order for you.
Right, okay.
Might be good to give it a look.
Seems like I have, like, so much shit on me. Well, one's the... To be fair, the assault rifle I can crack open, and that'll make that significantly smaller. But the act of cracking it open will make it then, like, get damaged a bunch. Well, let me read all this shit. Ta-da! We're at the Mountaineer. No, we're at the Photographer. I need to go over to the Mountaineer. Do I have a standard delivery for him? May as well do it from here. I do. Well, may as well. The logic's there. And you know me, I am oh so logical. About to talk about fucking MTG and bullshit. I think the Spider-Man set should in theory be like, because Universe Beyond sets and like all the collector boosters and booster packs, it's becoming a lot more premium as a hobby. There's normally not a lot, if any, value in standard packs. It's all the standard packs are largely for people to actually fucking play the game, which I know is a shocker to play a TCG instead of like fucking scalping it and trying to invest into it and make money off of it. But not even that, because the people that actually care about playing the game will just buy singles. They probably won't even really open that many things. I mean, sometimes I open them just because I like gambling, because it's fun and I can make content out of it, quote unquote content. But if you're just playing it to make, you may as well just buy singles. They'll be cheaper and it's just easier. But it does ruin some of the fun, in my opinion. It depends, though. If you spend fucking hundreds and don't get the card you want, then that's not going to be very fun, I imagine. Depends how much disposable income you have. People value money in such different ways. Money means a different thing to, like, every person, really. That's that fucking weird Walker guy again. Some people can easily fucking... I mean, I've seen it myself. People chuck fucking 1,000 on collector booster boxes because they don't care. They don't care about the markups. If someone is prepared to spend £1,000 on something, even if it only originally cost £200, they will. This was a very poor way to go. Like a really poor way to go. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I did not get my scan off. Well, that's a good thing we're leaving then, huh? I've been up there before. How did I do it? I didn't go that way. I think I went around. It'll take a bit longer, but whatever. Up this way. But for like collectors, obviously there's a lot of Marvel fans, and to be fair, there's a lot of Marvel fans that aren't a big fan of the new set. I think some of the cards are interesting, maybe a bit soulless, but I think to play they'll be fun. To collect, I don't know, but I think anything that has a collector booster box, people just buy up and sell the shit out of. Which is simultaneously, it's very bad for like the card economy and people in general, but very good for Wizards of the Coast because they make bank off of it, so. Or Hasbro, I suppose I should say. Both. Both is good. Or both is bad, I suppose. Looks like fucking Stonehenge. But we'll see. I don't know how. I think one main issue with it, I've talked about this before, is they don't have, because of Marvel Snap, they like, because Marvel have their own mobile like kind of game, it clashes with Magic Arena. So, this is kind of bad. So, in Magic Arena, they have to have their own in-universe versions, but you can't acquire the in-universe versions physically. You have to get them digitally. So it causes this big disparity between digital and virtual kind of mediums. But I like Spider-Man, but I don't know if I'll be getting much. We'll see. I've already spent too much on Magic. I say too much. I've not spent that much compared to most people, but I keep fucking building commander decks because there's so many fun things to do, and then I never use them because I have no one to really play. Well, I do. I have a friend group to play with, but we're just always so fucking busy. I haven't played in months. I really want to, but I just can't. It's impossible to like do anything. Like I said, I work weekends. I never have a weekend off. And my friends only ever have weekends off, so we just never see each other. At least for now. Damn shame I just can't, like, fucking have a commander game, like, every single day, you know? About more different decks. You know, I built my Avacyn deck, and I love my Avacyn deck, but I've technically only played it once. You know? Like, I've only actually sat down and had, like, a full-on game of it once. I think my battery's gonna run out before I get to my destination. But now, like, I had so much fun, and there's so much downtime between games, that I end up looking at other shit. Because I built my Avacyn deck before Final Fantasy, so then I built a fucking Noctis deck. And then before, I haven't even used my Noctis deck, but then I start looking at other shit. And then I see the Y'shtola deck, and I'm like, oh man, I want that as well. So then I built that, so I got both of those decks, haven't even fucking used them. And you know, I've been really big into Fate at the moment. I've always been big on Fate, but like even more so than usual. I'm gonna be fucking savage if I... Wait, actually, this doesn't have... There's not even a generator, is there? There isn't. So I would have to build one. I don't have a garage or anything. No choice but to build one, I think. I may be able to reach another generator. There's some, like, relatively close. It seems like a bit of a waste. I have a PCC on me, though. Or whatever. But no, I ended up getting kind of a custom EDH deck as well for Fate. It's pretty shit, honestly. I don't know if it was it's more of like a novelty purchase. I don't think it's not very good to play. I mean, like, it's a 5-color one, so the mana base is like abysmal on it. So you know, 9 times out of 10, you just spend half the game drawing shit and you can't play any of it. But the one time that you can cuck, you really fucking cuck. So it can be fun, but you just play it for the novelty of being able to play Fate characters, you know. But yeah, I've unironically bought and built 3 decks I haven't even used yet. And then I keep saying, oh, that's enough, I don't need any more. But then there's so many, like, fun things I see. Some of them are old, like, you know, fucking diamonds in the rough that, like, I'm sure other people have known about for fucking years, and they've, like, been there, done that. But for me and my playgroup personally, because we don't care about, like, we don't care about the rules, basically. We just do whatever. We just fuck around and have fun. And there's some really, like, fun decks that I want to make. Even, like, from new shit that's from, like, Edge of Eternities. There's this, like, big green space Hydra guy. I forget the name of him. He's kind of a relatively expensive card, actually. I think it's like £15 or something. He's pretty fun. Kind of want to do something with him. But it's just not... I just don't... Well, it probably is worth the money, but... Probably shouldn't. Like, I have... Even if I... At some point, I'm going to try my best and set up another fucking Commander night with my friends. But even within that night, I don't even know if I'd be able to play all 3 of my new decks. Like, you know, if they're 2 long games, like, both 1 hour long games, you'd probably only be able to, like, play 2. That means 1 deck would be left out. Isn't the end of the fucking world by any means, but still. I'm gonna have to build a generator outside your gaff, I think. Because if not, we're doing this on foot. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Looks significantly heavier than it actually is. Well, it's still heavy, I just have means to carry it. Who's calling me on my Omnitrix?
It's just like the one at South Knot City. A vortex loaded with so much chiralium that it's almost off the charts. Slowly
Cool
but
story,
surely,
bro.
It's creeping closer to us here in Mountain Knot. At least that's what I think, but I can't see it. Not with the naked eye.
Do you not have like a binoculars or a
It's the same
telescope?
temporal phenomenon that you told me dropped you in a
Once
war
again,
zone.
we live in a
I told you.
we live in a world where we can fabricate zip lines
Handle most
out of fucking nothing
We didn't
and
find out
travel. You can move 200 kilograms,
it was the same as before.
you know, across a mountain, but we don't have fucking telescopes.
You got me, Sam. It's been a while. But
It's been like
not really.
not that long.
Mulling and Machno. We're the same.
Is this what twins are like?
One being.
Is anyone a twin?
There's no
If one twin dies, does it just possess the body of the other?
We're all connected.
Yeah, but I don't like that. That's not like comforting. That scares me. That keeps me up at night. Cause there is generators like here. I just don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think there's a chance I make it. And there's nothing nearby. Let's bring out the PCC, see if I can. Boop boop boop. God, I've got so much stuff I can make now.
Structures can't be built that close together.
I know.
You'll need to settle for a different spot outside the sensor ring.
Come on. Seriously? Oreosies? But there's like... yeah, that'll do. It would be hilarious if my battery runs out before I can get there. It should still be... Yeah, we're still in the, like, invincible energy. Not in fucking infinite energy, even. Section. Maybe it's a waste using a level 2 PCC on that, but fuck it, whatever. I'm no longer in the power grid, but that's okay. Because we are golden! Where am I even going? Spiritualist. Oh, that seems AIDS. Where does this zip line go? Does it reach there? Probably not. Can I, like, upgrade it? What does upgrading them even do? Does it increase their length? There's no galaxy where that reaches anywhere useful. Is there? Never fucking used a zip line, bro. I'm just gonna try and do it on my... Actually, maybe that would work. There's a rock in the way. I'm gonna tie that way. I think someone's trying to build one there to reach that one. That probably may work. I just don't know the distance on them. I'm not knowledgeable about them. Which is why I should build them and use them so I can be more knowledgeable about them. But I won't. I'm fucking lazy like that or some shit. Probably, it's a bit of a gamble because you could just waste time doing something that ends up not working. But my bike may be at max energy, but I think it's very low in health. Hence why it looks like fucking Palpatine's fingers at the moment, all of his electric. Unlimited power, but it's actually very limited power. We get molested by some BT soon, no way. I'm gonna hop this rock because I felt like it. Couldn't really call it a rock, it's more like a fucking pebble. I'm gonna get like a bit of a snowstorm going on here. Timefall snowstorm. Snowfall. Timefall. Time snow. I don't fucking know, man. Whee. It's cool though. Definitely adds to the experience. Not being able to see anything. If I wear glasses or like goggles or something, does it improve my visibility? I think it's purely a cosmetic thing. Container damage. That's just because of the snowfall. That's not because of my erratic driving. I'm sure. We're basically there. I could just speed up and probably would be alright. I don't think there's going to be any sudden drops or anything. Worst case scenario, you just go straight into a fucking rock. No, should have gone left instead of right. Fine. What's up, bitch? You really like choose very peculiar places to build these bases. Spiritualist reminds me of the fucking the Yeti in Far Cry 4. That used to scare me when I was younger. Look at me now, out here fucking 100%ing Resident Evil games. Never would have thought. Can't wait for Resi 9. There was like it wasn't really a gameplay trailer. I think it had gameplay in it. I'll just call it like a standard trailer for Resi 9. It looks good, bro. I don't want to call it like peak or perfection, because I still think 7 and 8 were where it was at. I could be proven wrong. I could. But I think it's gonna be peak. It's definitely gonna be up there with my favorites, definitely. I don't see them fumbling it. And we finally got some Hollow Knight Silksong shit. I don't know, like... I don't know. I feel like I'd be more hyped. Honestly, my hype for Hollow Knight's kind of just fizzled out over the years. It's just been too long, man. I remember when I played that game. I think I had a friend that installed it, and I never once gave it the light of day because it was on Game Pass or something. And he was like, how difficult it was. And he was like, you'd like this. And I was like, doesn't really like my cup of tea, but I'll play it. And then I started playing it, and I was like, wow, this is really fucking hard. I'm actually having a tough time. Like, I don't really want to say I'm not enjoying this, but it was a bit frustrating, honestly. But I stuck with it just because it was a good game, and I'm stubborn like that. I complete games regardless. I was like, oh, I revel in the challenge. And it wasn't until like the Mantis Lords, if not even past them, I think that's what they were called. I went a really far way into the game before suddenly everything clicked. And once everything clicked, the game kind of, I don't want to say easy, but it kind of did become easy for me. I just got used to it, and then I was able to just sail through the game after that. I did everything. Tried 100%ing it. I got close. Missing a few tricky ones. I did all the endings and shit. Did all like the optional shit like Nightmare Grim. Fuck that guy, he was a bitch. It was weird because I never actually had an issue of Radiance, who I thought was meant to be the hardest boss. I can't remember if there's multiple versions of Radiance or just the one. I'm pretty sure I first tried Radiance, but I fucking struggled on Nightmare Grim, which is weird because Grim was meant to be easier than Radiance, I think. I'm kind of just, you know, I'm trying to bring up memories from fucking years, years ago. So I'm probably wrong, but... I think there was like a Pantheon, and one of them was really hard to do, and there was an achievement for it, and I never ended up doing it. Kind of just couldn't be fucked at that point. It was like another boss rushy type of thing. There was a lot of achievements like that, and there was achievements to do like certain runs. There was like a steel. I think it had steel in the name run. Which I forget what it was about, but there was ones where you had to like beat the game in a certain amount of hours, and I just didn't really feel like making another save. So no, I ended up loving Hollow Knight by the end of my journey with the game. I fucking loved the game. I was all for it, and then I was really hyped for Silksong. Just over the years, it's fizzled out. I can't remember that much of the original game, and I kind of I'm definitely gonna play it. I know damn well I'll play it, but I kind of just don't feel anything towards it, honestly. I don't know. I'm happy it exists. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad I get to play it, but I'm not like fucking jumping up and down. Like I'm really hyped for Resi 9, and I'm pretty hyped for Silent Hill F, and I'm pretty hyped for Metal Gear Solid Delta. But Silksong, I don't know. I think honestly, maybe part of me, because I recall Hollow Knight being difficult. So maybe part of me is scared that it's also going to be difficult. I don't know, though. I've kind of evolved since then. I've played so many more Metroidvanias and more Souls games in general. I think even if it is difficult, I should adapt quite quickly to it. But I think there's going to be a lot of references and connections to the first game that are just going to go over my head, because memory's not there. But it's meant to release this year, which is something. Oh, okay, I need to go back there, do I? I was not paying attention. You're telling me did a spiritualist fix your fucking camera? What did he do? Like, ask God? Use some magical seance shit? Contacted the ghost of dead cameras. Fucking Polaroid Peter. Cargo container ruined. That is very bad. Very bad. Because now I believe the cameras are going to get horrifically damaged on the way back. Oh well. Oh yeah. We should probably go quick because this fucking timefall snow is going to ravage all of my stuff. And my bike, like I said, my bike must be horrifically low and it's constantly taking damage because of the snow, which like you wouldn't originally think. You kind of get accustomed to the rain damaging you. I'm assuming like this is timefall snow. Maybe it's just normal snow. I don't fucking know. It made a point to like, well, you know, to point it out to me that there is timefall snow. I don't know if it can just normally snow. If there's a difference. Just operating under the premise that me existing here is damaging me, so to speak. All these fucking rocks here, bro. I don't know the most optimal traversal method here. Do I ever know the most optimal traversal method? Oh, we're down here now. Gee, since we're going down the mountain, I'm more likely to fucking fall. I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like we're doing a pretty good job. We did do a good job. Everything's more or less in one piece. Hello there, pushies. Allow me to deliver you your cameras. Not a lot to take pictures of here. I mean, the view. I mean, the view's kind of non-existent, but it's pretty scenery. But you know, you take one picture of it, you've got all the pictures of it. You feel me? I mean, it's a very pretty picture, but that, you know, it's all it is.
Good to see you.
Just the one picture.
To think you got this here without so much as a single scratch to show for it.
Yeah, I'm fucking as surprised as you are. Bam, 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 bam. Damn, we just met this guy and he's already like 3.5 stars.
Here's hoping you don't run into any trouble out there.
I really want that to be Yetis. Imagine just encountering. Fucking, I really just like cryptids, bro. Don't know why. I think it's the idea, like, because cryptids rely so much on being kind of not otherworldly, but like very just uncanny and unique, and they feel very fictitious. I mean, you could argue that's because they are fictitious, but so much of like a cryptid is dependent on them being real, or on so many people supposedly seeing them, and there being so many documents and history behind it. I don't know. I think it just spices up life. Life can be so fucking boring sometimes, you know. I hate normality. Normality. Sorry. So cryptids definitely make things more entertaining. Meet up with Deadman at the cabin near the mountain. Here. Brother, why have you got such a fucking like low opinion of me? He hasn't even got like half a star. What's up with that? We showered together and everything. Over here, alright. Well, my batteries... Yeah. I'll get there, but I probably won't be able to get back. So I may have played myself. Oh, I didn't even realize the fucking, like, thunderstorm shit going on there. I'm pretty sure we did mention that in the fucking... in some dialogue somewhere about some storm approaching our vicinity, but... still. Cool. I like thunder and lightning. That's another thing though, like, it spices up life, you know? Random, unpredictable things like that. I guess technically that you could argue they are predictable to an extent. Life is just filled with so many random little things. Don't you just love it? Look how positive I'm being for once. Oh, lordy. That may be a fucking... oh, shit. Well, on the plus side, I thought it was going to explode and, like... oh. Spoke too soon. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I did think it was immediately going to blow up in my face. I don't actually have any cargo on me. Well, I do, but, you know, I don't have any, like... It doesn't matter if it gets damaged. I'm not delivering anything. I'm trying to get over fucking here. I am kind of in a bad spot, though. Like a really bad spot. If I can, I don't know if this cabin I can, I doubt I can link it up to the chiral network, but, can I even make this? I think maybe it maybe make more logical sense to go back to Mountaineer, PCC another, wait. I can't use a PCC, but I can fabricate another bike. I think. Over to this place. I mean, going downhill will be okay. Going uphill is making me regret my life decisions. Severely. I mean, I'm intending to go all the time in the world, so I don't, like, really care, but... This is going to take a fucking while. I'm surprised there's no snow vehicle, like a fucking skidoo or whatever the fucking called. Fucking snowmobile. Snowmobile would be sick, to be fair. Even like a quad bike, or fucking get me some huskies or some reindeer. Maybe they are in the game, who knows? Well, obviously the fucking reindeers aren't gonna be, but quad bike I could see. But we already have a bike, and there's not a big deal, that difference between them. So a jet ski, not fucking jet ski, a fucking snowmobile even would go hard. I say fucking jet ski. How's DPD babysitting? I flew off a mountain and blew up my bike, so now I'm climbing a mountain on foot like a dumbass. That par for the course. Having a grand old time. Enjoying the scenery. The storm. It's like a very erect nipple. Like it's like perfectly formed. Kind of got like a little like fucking innie or whatever. Was that just me? It looks like it goes in at the end. It's like a reverse areola. Cause that's a thing. Frosty nips, yeah. Frosted tips. What was the best way of even getting over here? I may just fucking climb this. It may be quicker than going around it. I have power gloves. I'm like Wolverine. I can do this, probably. Huzzah! I'm a big man. I really don't know if I need these power legs. I think speed legs are probably the play. Prince Harry's tips. Man, South Park is like... I mean, not that I had a good opinion of Prince Harry anyway, but like, whenever I think of Prince Harry, I don't actually think of like him, like his human face. I just immediately think of fucking his South Park counterpart. Oh, gee willikers, I'm going to lose quite a bit of stamina. The good thing I have a level 2 flask now. I feel like I'm not actually... That's the wrong fucking button, you silly little cunt. Have a quick chug on this. Don't you just love it? Let's resume our climbing. That's kind of a nice change of pace, weirdly enough. Maybe that's copium, but sometimes, you know, you take it for granted how easily you can get up mountains on a bike. Sometimes you gotta embrace nature. Of all the places Deadman could choose to fucking set up some sort of rendezvous. Guess he's fucking scared. Oh, please let me up. No, oh, you don't be a bitch. We don't like bitches here on the Akamaru channel. You've been a little pussy. Why do I feel this is going to be like only up, where I fucking get right to the top and then fall all the way to the bottom? But I'm too much of a god gamer for that. Look at me. I clicked X to climb. Praise me. I kind of want to slide down it. Whee! I don't really have anything I care about if it gets damaged. I think we want to go the full way down, though. Or do we? Yeah, fuck it. We'll see how it goes. What is that? That's a rock. No, it's not a rock. It's a fucking cryptobiote. Whatever they're called. It's a cool looking place. It reminds me of Until Dawn. Like, there was a few bits like that in that game. That reminds me, I installed, I forget what the game was called. It was another Dark Pictures anthology. It's been out for ages, I just never played it. It was on PS Plus, so I got it. I mean, I can literally fucking check. I think it was called, like, The Devil in Me or something. This one. Yeah, The Devil in Me. Also, what the fuck... what is this? Is this Lords of the Fallen 2? Oh, this is current Lords of the Fallen. There's Lords of the Fallen 2 coming out. The first, not like the first game, but like the reboot. Ah, my fucking eyeballs. Holy shit. Good thing I haven't got, like, epilepsy. My life would be so shit if I had epilepsy, bro. Imagine not being able to play fucking games. Oh, would it be shit? It'd probably be better, if anything, because instead of sitting up... Is that a fucking whale? It looked like a whale. Oh, okay, bye, dead man. At least you're living up to your name. In the arms of the angels. I just tried to do like 3 conversations in a row. I love how it just ends. BB's a bridge between this world and the one beyond. Episode 6 diggity done. Honestly, that caught me off guard so much that I forgot what I was even on about. This is peculiar. Are you in fucking World War I trenches again? Is that weird looking guy gonna look you up? That can't be. Is that World War One? They didn't necessarily look like World War One planes. Planes weren't super. Well, it depends at what point it is in World War One. At the start of World War One. This is just me being a fucking history nerd. Planes weren't super duper pivotal in like the early stage of the war. Like at all. I mean, they kind of rapidly developed, to be fair. After the point where they were used for like reconnaissance and shit. Even tanks weren't regularly used, especially Cthulhu tentacle tanks. They really weren't around then. At least the weapon's relatively accurate. I don't even really care about the accuracy at all, but it's still, I just like pretending to be intelligent. Black cum, that was a very common weapon used by the Germans in 1916. So this isn't the beach, is it? Like, because I kind of assumed he died and then went to the beach. But I think this battlefield is largely linked specifically to this BB and not the beach. Once again, I'm just chatting shit to sound intelligent. And then it turns out that I was actually a dumbass. Do 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 do. What the fuck are you looking at? Oh, like Nazi zombies. That's not until like 20 years away. We can kill a croc in here or some shit. Why are you glowing red, boy? Oh no, I was on about Lords of the Fallen before. That's what I was on about before we got so rudely interrupted. The kind of the reboot was relatively fun. It was pretty unpolished. You know, it could definitely use some work, but I'm pretty hyped for the sequel. It was since it had quite good co-op for Souls games. I really enjoyed playing it with my friends. So the second one should be peak. Is that guy that we killed but like probably didn't kill back? Oh yeah, he's definitely back with his fucking army of umbilical bitches. Oh shit, he's in fucking recon mode now. The fuck? It's fucking Sam Fisher. Kept you waiting, huh? I don't even get what his deal is, if he's a repatriate or not, because I swear oh no, I didn't kill him, did I? Did he just retreat last time, now I think about it? I don't recall. It wasn't even that long ago. Why do I feel like Dead Man's actually going to become a dead man, though? I don't really get his whole shtick with the BB. I don't know if he's the actual, like, biological dad or what, but he clearly wants to fuck a bag. He seems to just immediately resort to violence, so I feel like it would be easy just to be like, hey, boss man, just give me my child back. Instead of fucking shooting up the cunt. What a fucking rape face, bro. That is the face of a fucking Twitch streamer that's about to do some nefarious things on Discord. Clifford. Oh, I think I had a grandfather called Clifford at some point in time. It's a fascinating name. Am I also here? Are we in London? Finna get shanked up, innit? Now, there's way too many planes for this to be early World War One. Or World War One in general. I don't really fucking know.
Sam! Sam!
Fucking help me!
Oh, thank God I got through.
Where are you?
No idea. I'm seeing tanks and soldiers. The uniforms date back over a century. World War II era, I suspect.
Oh, I fucking knew it! Told you it wasn't World War One. Gah! I did a history degree and I actually know basic history. I was so happy I just slammed my controller into my desk because I lack object permanence.
This is only my
I was gonna say, the planes felt so much more World War II like.
Lucky for you, I've got BB.
I was hoping like one of them would be a bomber. The second I saw bombs, I'd be able to figure out like the technology.
tank near you.
I'm in the sewers. Hang on. I can see a tower through a hole. A square tower.
Nazi. So they were Nazi zombies. I knew it.
Find it.
I thought they sounded fascist-like.
Badly.
Can we fight Hitler? I really want to fight Hitler.
Yeah, well, if I'm slow, you might have to.
What?
That warrior asshole.
Also, why am I here? I guess did I get sucked up into the fucking big old sky titty as well? I don't want to fuck you.
If he's looking for anyone,
We've already showered together, now you want to fuck? God damn, bro. Dead man, more like hard man.
keep it together.
I guess Arodi is a hard man, but he's a die-hard man.
Either. You'll lead him straight to you.
He's a Christmas film.
Not that you would, since you hate them.
I just did because I was scared to death.
Disconnect now.
Already done.
Don't let him take BB.
How? If he shows up with the soldiers,
Yeah, just fucking yeet the child at him, honestly. Probably do a bit of damage.
choose between BB and myself. Well,
Precisely.
You won't. I'm ending the call.
Sam, it's not easy being me.
I'm an incel, Sam.
Friends. And so I sought solace, sought company in the dead. Over
I've heard that a few times.
made them a part of me. 70% of who I am
I'm 70% French, Sam.
has opened
I'm
my eyes.
necrophiliac. I'm a necrophiliac. I can't help it. It's in my genes. I see a dead body and I just want to fucking rip it a new one. It's a good thing I don't have any weapons because all of my cargo is gone. Yep, we're definitely in World War II. You want to know why we're in World War II? Well, want to know like about planes and shit? Here's a fun little thing for you. When planes were first fitted, well, planes initially were originally for reconnaissance, so they didn't actually have basically any firepower at all, if any. They were just there to like take pictures. But then, obviously, in order to stop planes from taking pictures, like the enemies or just people in general had to send their own planes up there for reconnaissance and shit as well, of course. But then they needed to start fitting them with guns to take out the other like planes. But one big issue of it is that the planes, like where the guns were positioned, a lot of the guns, the bullets would hit the propeller because they would just shoot forward, and so you would just shoot your own propeller off. So eventually, I believe it was the French actually that made it. They made this laser sensor, and it would detect when a bullet would hit the propeller. Because obviously the laser can detect the propeller moving, whilst the human eye most certainly cannot. And so it would jam the trigger, so you were unable to fire the gun, whilst the laser detected that the bullet was going to hit the propeller. So the gun would only fire when the bullet would go through and hit its target. Isn't that a fun little history bit for you? But it took a good few years to discover that, you know. Switching between modes. You just mean toggling the torch on and off. That's what I mean about planes rapidly developing. Because no one gave a shit at first. And then people were like, oh, wait a second, we can kind of use them for reconnaissance. But wait a second, we can fit them with weapons. And now we can upgrade the weapons and we can upgrade the armor. Oh, but now we can... Now it's less about dogfights, you know, fighting in the air. They can also just be help, like, to the ground forces as well. We can just outfit them with bombs and shit. Compass mode can be used to see what's ahead of you if you move. Fair enough, I guess that's something. That's just me being a fucking lil nerdy virgin, but it's interesting. But that's like one way, if you were going to do some detective work, how you could figure out if it's World War 1 or 2. If there's a shitload of planes going around, bombing everything, it's most certainly World War 2. You could do the same with tanks as well. And guns and uniform and basically anything. Obviously, if there's fucking Nazis going around, it's not World War 1, but it depends on what information you have. I hear a BB. You want me to go that way? Because I kind of want to pick up a fucking grenade as well, because why the fuck not? The game is giving me things, it clearly wishes for me to use them. I have half a mind just to leave the BB, I don't really give a shit. It's funny, Sam cares like a great deal, and then there's me that doesn't at all, so it's, you know, it's a conflict of interest. How the fuck did you get over there? I guarantee you the guy that he's like chasing them is gonna grab him from behind and arse rape him. Or he's gonna arse rape me. Either way, one of us is not safe. This reminds me of when I was in the fucking jail under Lendell. Like the fucking dung eater bro in his little prison. That was a mistake. See, he's gonna grab that, surely. Is there gonna be like a pseudo jump scare? I was almost right on time. Wouldn't really classify that as a jump scare at all. Is he gonna get like shot up? Is his brain's gonna fucking get blown out from behind by a Car 98? How do you get the hell out of here? Last time we got out of here by like beating the other guy. Do we? It also kind of works as a torch when you think about it.
So, do you still share memories?
And the memories bring back memories.
I see.
Yeah, there should be a factory reset on that cunt. I think this is going to be a relatively short chapter, because normally these sections are.
Stay here. Seems like I got other memories to tend to.
I imagine I will just like be wrong now, but
You know, Sam, I'm starting to understand why BB is.
you're a virgin incel just like me.
It's just a tool.
Doesn't really make any sense.
Supposed to be relevant, but we've got attached to each other all the same, haven't we?
That's actually a valid point, in fairness.
Kid's not just a tool. Name's Lou.
Lou, huh? That's a good name.
I really don't like that guy's survival chances. We were shower buddies. I really like how the lights glow in the dark. Very basic thing, but it's cool. It was a fucking whale. I wasn't a complete crackhead. I thought I was so fucking stupid saying it was a whale, but it was. Oh, yo, it's church time in Resident Evil 4. Where did everybody go? Bingo. What cool art imagery, that's the word I was looking for. It escaped me to begin with. What was it with him and fucking summoning cigarettes? Why is everyone so fucking cool? Smoking isn't cool, kids. But, like, it is if you're that guy. But I think he also may or may not be potentially immortal. I think that's the only excuse when you're allowed to smoke. Or if you're, like, chronically suicidal. But if you have any attachment to life whatsoever, then smoking is rather counterintuitive to that fact. And again, many things are. I mean, you could argue that fucking eating a donut is counterintuitive to life because it increases your chances of having bad health things, so... I want my baby back. It's like Norman Reedus versus Mads Nicholson. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's exactly that. Wait, hang on. What is this again? This is an assault rifle. It's not a... Wait, are you guys humans or BTs? Oh shit! Like genuine question. Like actually, what are you? It's giving me hematic grenades, which makes me think that did not work. I don't think they're BTs, but they're not like... They're not really human at the same time. But my BT scanner's going off, which makes me think they are. Alright, let me use BT ammo on the next guy. You say throwing frag? Well, like I'm... Shit. Ow. Fucking retard. They honestly does... It does about the same damage regardless. But they're probably BTs. But the other guy is surely human. Or more human. That's fucking... Is this fucking you up? Are you not liking this? Well, hopefully not. Well, that was easy. Did an assault rifle just descend from the heavens? Did God just allow me to do violence? If God exists, he's kind of based. We need reinforcements. I am German now. Mein Führer and all that lot. I probably can't say too much on stream. the corporate overlords do not like it. Picking up some armor plates would make me feel kind of special. Let me snack on all these lot, or just pick them up. Like fucking Bear Grylls cunt, I just love stashing away shit to snack on. That'll do. I don't think they actually scan. And I think the reason they don't scan is because they are BTs. Because my little thingamajig on my arm's going mental, and so is my BB, but my scanner on the other hand is not. I only have smoke grenades. Is that a fucking rocket? What is that? That's not a rocket launcher, is it? Target priority is non-existent. Stun him, take him out. Jolly good, Kyle. Look at you. Use my little PogChamp. I'm using a lot of blood bags and health on this, but pretty worth it. Get some saucy headshots. I think this guy's technically a BT. I think. He doesn't scan, my thing goes ape shit. BT rounds work on him quite well. Terribly fascinating. I do not need this. But I'm in no, like, you know, I'm in no fucking, like, rush. Also, he has appeared to have found me. Can I, like, auto fucking do shit? Oh, wait, look, now I have a little armor plate on. He saw me, but I did not see him. Oh, I see him. This is a bad position to be in. Thankfully, I'm a fucking... I'm just a guy. Guy that misses all his fucking shots, evidently. Don't really need another assault rifle. Blood bags are welcome, though. Ow, my thigh! I'm going to get lead poisoning now. Actually, no, I do technically need another assault rifle, because my shit's basically empty. I'm getting a bit fucking heavy, though. This is overkill. I'm not actually going to do that. Tell you what I'll do. A bit far away to really be utilising a shotgun, but I won't use it if not, so... Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Hard to tell in first person what angle they can actually hit me on. Like zoink Scoob, I better yoink me a weapon. I don't know why I even... Actually, no, it doesn't... Okay, no, he is getting scanned. What am I on about? No, I don't even fucking know. Alright, we're gonna do some fucking like Apex Legends type shit. You ready? Where did he go? I didn't even see him. Shit, there's loads of them. I don't know the effective range of this shotgun, but eat shit. Don't know why I said that in a weird accent, but you know. Where's the other guy? Is he... Fucking, where's he at? Oh, I see where you are, you little fucker. The only one getting lit up is you, pussy boy. This was risky. Done the motherfucker. Ha ha ha! Are you done? No, evidently not. That is fine, because I find this fun. I think I already had like enough armor plates, but whatevs. Those can just fucking be littered. Who gives a shit? We haven't even spoken to this guy before. He just started kind of fucking shooting me. I wasn't paying attention, but that was kind of weird. I lost all my shit, god damn. And I have to fucking do this lot again. I was trying to be cool. If I have two fucking... I thought, what happened to my... Did they get damaged or some shit? What happened to my other, like, plate? Oh. What the fuck was that? That guy was, like, floating or some shit. Ah, motherfucker. Shit, a brick. Oh wait, it still has no more ammo. No? I thought it said it had no more ammo. Guess I'm a retard. Oh, that may miss, because I didn't hold it. I don't think half of these are hitting you. Oh, I am out of the balloons. Oh, never mind. Those grenades did the fucking number on him, evidently. Defeat the mysterious man. That is the second time I have done so. Oh, are we finally gonna, like, interact? Give me back my baby. When you think about it, it's kind of crazy we beat him. He has all these crazy abilities. I'm just a guy with a gun, but I guess I have a decent amount of technology. And evidently training. Must have some, like, decent amount of firearm training. I don't think I'm any just like run-of-the-mill delivery driver. I want to molest your child. Is it really safe for us to be, yeah, I was gonna say, that close? I don't know why he's being so, like, aggressive. What's man's problem? What did I just snatch from his dog tag? Is this going to be something relevant or not? Does that prove that he used to serve bridges or something? I don't fucking know. Is this just going to unveil his identity? Oh no, because he was wearing it then. That's his diggity dog tag right there. What a time to have a flashback. And presumably that's the end of the chapter. Really, I only got an A rank. BB. See, yeah, I told you. Why did I get is it just because of the time? It's just because of the time. Man, now I feel kind of shitty. I could have done that so much quicker, but I decided to fanny around picking up everything like the dirty little hoarder that I am. If we die in there... Wait, we were repatriates, doesn't really matter, but would we die in real life? SEO type shit. Look at that bloody handprint. Looks like it's... Oh, shit. I was just about to say, it looks like it's been dominated by fucking Talion or some shit. Been shamed. Let's try that again, shall we? What's up?
No response.
Well, look at that. The child's taking a shine.
That's because it thinks it's your... It's his daddy.
You two were out cold.
Because when you reset its memories, you were the first thing it saw.
You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world.
I, like, defeated him but didn't defeat him, though, again.
Here in your private box.
What a legend.
You slept for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead.
The Walking Dead?
I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy.
You can access that as well. Can anyone access it? Or just special little guys?
I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it.
What a random lore drop.
Sooner.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I found some records.
I'm a fucking bachelor, bro.
Sudden.
I'm a fucking 40-year-old. How old's Norman Reedus? Probably not 40, that's disingenuous.
Nobody knew until
But
the
I'm a
studio
middle-aged
was over.
virgin. I'm gonna search up now, just 'cause I'm generally interested.
Member of Bridges had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in
Oh fucking Jesus Christ, he's 56. Fucking hell, man looks damn well for 56.
off the map,
Fucking hell.
leaving nothing but a big crater. And
My dad looks way older than him, and my dad's not that old.
people
I guess that kind of comes with being like a rich, famous guy, but you know, still.
The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people
Shows how much I know. I'm not very good with like people in general. I was gonna say like celebrities, but like aging
I'm
people.
not responsible, so he left.
Not good at like putting an age.
His wife who died.
Oh, look at all the weapons I have now. I also was not listening to this, and it's very important. Whoops.
They were going to name their son Lou,
Didn't happen.
Tin house.
but it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Why is he like trying to like?
Calm down, Sam. Take a seat.
What's this whole like therapy session we're having? Look at this photograph.
I told you before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why?
How does that even make any sense?
Because the story you've heard is one I made up.
What?
The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster.
Well, now I'm very confused. You just told me a lie that obviously I would know. Like what? Oh, okay. The stem cells make sense.
When that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead.
Right.
Never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No car. A dead man.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's crazy how it can be so fucking far-fetched, and yet,
We have beaches.
you know, you can still follow along.
BB2. But I have no such connections. No mother. No afterlife. No beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed.
Is that not more of a pro than a con, or am I, like, mistaken?
The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it. Because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before.
It's just a bit gay, though.
Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there.
Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it.
And that conveniently has his name.
Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see.
Oh, is that why it's called Clifford?
I looked him up in our database.
Obviously.
Found a match. He was U.S. Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq,
Oh.
Afghanistan.
That's him.
Well,
Still smoking.
to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield.
Let's have a shower together.
Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time. The Die Hardman issue is no longer a concern. I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
Have you now? That's a bit sush. I kind of phased out about the bit with a child, honestly, I can't lie. You think he's mentioned the name Lucy? I'm assuming we had a partner called Lucy and she'd fucking died, or the child died or something. And then, because of that, we decided to just fuck it and leave everything else. And the battlefield is a beach, it's like, it's fucking old fucking Mads' beach.
To explain a little, our bodies, our all occupy the same world.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I actually know that much, I read it on Wikipedia.
These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth.
Then on the fucking bottom of the shower is a fucking vibe.
Anything. And those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings
Feet.
of resentment and despair,
Wouldn't be a Kojima game without a feet scan.
and frequently entangled. On such a beach,
Also, one thing that's really cool is how there's like marks from where that guy fucking like gripped my shoulders.
record player, the needle skips
The marks and like kind of injuries on an old Norman's body does correlate with like where you are in the story, which is pretty cool.
round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II. Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger,
That is strange.
part in that conflict. I can't explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, who knows?
How far east Europe are we talking? We're not talking like all the way into Russia, are we?
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request.
I have a request, dude.
When you're ready, head up.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to be ending stream soon, so fuck off. But I got work tomorrow, and I'm a tired boy, because I keep streaming later than I should. What's going on here? All three unlocked. What a colour. All I have to say about that. Wonder if I have any new music, because the music always like counts as a notification. Yeah, I do. I like getting rid of it just so that it like doesn't. I don't like having notifications. I also don't know why I like bother scrolling down to get back up again when I can just go down, but whatever. Special like that. Let's put my hat back on. I like my hat. I feel like it's been a while since I've cracked open an energy drink. Let's consume more fucking heart attack in a can. Let's go on our merry way. Not tripping balls this time. Ordinarily, I would skip this, but you never know when something's going to be slightly new. Look at this dude. Oh. This does appear to be new. Who's that? Who are you? Master Chief?
Is that you?
Marston?
What are you doing here?
How many Johns do I know? There's a lot of fucking Johns, common name.
I don't want to repeat of last year.
That's not Die Hard Man, is it?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you would hurt.
Because we were suspicious of him. The plot thickens. Speak of the devil, potentially. I still want to know how that mask functions. Is it like drilled into your face? Can you take it off? Very important I know this information. Last bastion of civilization. I like that. Sounds cool. I don't like the position of it though.
Use the qubit to connect it. The chiral network will span the entire continent.
For real?
The rebirth of America.
Man, there's still so many chapters left though.
Remember, that's where Emily is being held.
We've got to deal with Higgs and we've got to deal with fucking...
Bring her home safely. But before you cross the
fucking American soldier lad. I forget his in-game name. I don't really want to keep calling him fucking Mads Mikkelsen, but
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier.
why do you need
Tuck
those?
them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them.
From a fucking delivery driver. Do not give me instructions. I know what I'm doing.
Necrosis, and I for one would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say,
Right.
I don't have much
Are you on a fucking payphone?
preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Well, I'll have a quick look. Corpse delivery, Hartman's lab. Interesting. So a corpse that doesn't undergo necrosis, did you say? Hopefully it's none of that, like, chosen one bollocks. I don't like that. Like, they do it, like, in zombie kind of movies or games, you know? I mean, arguably they did it in fucking The Last of Us, but I guess it was done okay. But the thing where there's, like, fucking almost 8 billion people on the planet, and yet there's only a single soul that's magically immune to the zombie virus for, like, no explicable reason. It'd be a bit cliche if it's like a single person that's magically immune to necrosis, and then by like doing random like shit, you can make a vaccine and inject into people, and now suddenly they don't like turn into a BT when they die. Arguably, though, in a morbid way, like I feel like the BTs or like the fact that when you die you turn into a BT is actually a good thing, because it's now like it's a very big the word's failing me. The opposite of incentive. But it's a big dissuasion. To like kill people. You know, like even when we're fighting mules who like pieces of shit that we want to kill, we avidly go out of our way to not kill them and to deal with them non-lethally. Because if we were to kill them, they'd turn into BTs and they would become a bigger problem. So if we thought about society as a whole, there would be significantly less deaths in a world where people die and turn into BTs than there would if they didn't. Because the second we like solve necrosis, people will just start murdering each other left and right again, you know? And because there's no... there's just no reason not to, really. There's no longer that dissuasion, so they can just fucking kill all they want. I mean, if anything, there's a ton of incentives to kill someone, because everything's hard on resources, so you can just fucking pike all their shit, you know? But yeah. Anyway, I think, noticed that my like, level 2 canteen, I think it has it. Did it always have that glow? Did it always look like that, or is it different? I don't fucking know, man. But, anyway, let's save. And, I think there'll be a stream tomorrow. I mean, it depends how shit work is, in all honesty, but chances are there'll probably be a stream tomorrow night. If not, there'll be the one after, because I have that day off, I believe, and I'm working like 4 or 5 days in a row, but I'll fucking figure something out. But I appreciate you all chatting and watching, and more importantly, existing. That's a big part of it. I'll catch you all later. Ta-ra.